Stop your butt. My fucking pussy is unshaven. Maybe you'll come back on. Okay.
Test.
Hey, there's the man.
All right. Stream is. I've got the stream running in my OBS. I don't know what it's showing. I just know that it's running.
What you can do is, I have my screen shared. If you want to just take that
there we go.
over,
Good.
And I can run OBS on my second monitor.
Yeah. Let me change it. Let me pull this down, and then I'll switch it. Give me a second here.
Do you like that?
Oh my God.
Just running around naked. Is that what's happening? That's what I imagine.
She spiked a mohawk and has her pants up to her tits.
Hey, how do you spell
She's
Jinbei?
so cool.
How do you spell Jinbei?
That's going on the internet.
No, it's not. Julian, swear to God. If you put that anywhere near anything, I'm going to punch you in the gonads.
Oh.
Snap!
All right. Little look into married life there for those
I've got your screen. You're sharing your screen. I've got it up. Everything's going good. OBS is running fine. So whatever you're sharing, brother, should be what I'm seeing. Let me make sure.
I see on YouTube there's a delay.
I'm not seeing what you're sharing then on.
Oh.
Are you sharing your screen?
I'm sharing my screen.
I am not seeing it.
Let me double check. Oh, nope, I'm not sharing my screen.
Share it, please.
Now I'm sharing my screen.
There we go.
Yeah, it's loading now.
It's loading. There we go. I've got it.
Sweet.
It's a little
Medetec
blurry.
is
There we go.
there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's very far away now.
Oh, how's
Come on, closer. Louder.
Turn my game back up.
Are you guys live on the YouTube stream right now?
Oh, YouTube's live now. It's
probably
good.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's been live a little bit.
I don't see it. Is there a new event? Did you create a new?
No, it goes to the same live stream.
Just pop right back
every time.
up.
It popped right back up.
We're gonna call it because I was
Oh,
watching
there we
the
go. I
stream.
gotcha. Okay, got it.
For those faithful among us, we will be putting out a how-to version of the troubleshooting streaming later on. So let's jump back into it. Medetec, you're talking about zetas. I'm trying to get some
now I
clips
can run that.
What's that?
I can run that clip again now.
Yeah, you can run anything you want. I'm streaming it live. Everything's good.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's go back to that. I just these. I mean, these teams get through 3. I mean, the Barris is not going to do a lot of damage, but it's, the time to take them down that makes the difference. But the CLS and the Night Sisters, and they basically ignore the damage from them. It's incredible. Is everybody seeing that stream now?
They will.
Damn, Ranger's sexy as
Remember
hell.
30-second delay, guys. Yeah,
You're still dropping the frames, you know?
So, okay, the two most important zetas you're saying are Kanan and Sabine. Is that right? Is that correct?
Definitely, 100%. If you're going to run Phoenix and you want to zeta them, and I'm suggesting that you don't unless you really want to run Phoenix, because that's an investment that you're not getting back, is definitely on Sabine there and Kanan, your offense and defense primaries. Sabine puts up your 50% offense for your team, huge damage buff, and also crit up for everybody. Tags the entire enemy team, assuming they're not doused with tenacity up, with stagger and 6 exposes if you run on a Phoenix team. Kanan's your TM generation. If he puts up his 2 foresights, each time one of those is removed or expires, just naturally through time if nobody hits him, entire team gets 50% TM. Kanan gets 100%. Basically gets to cycle his taunt and keep doing that.
That's badass.
It's a fun team. It's a finesse team.
I've read it, but I haven't really watched it.
And Chopper, so how does Chopper cause everybody's cooldowns to decrease?
All right, so Chopper's got a few little tricks in his kit that ended up earning the spot on the team over Ezra. The basic attack, which it's always nice to have effects that proc on basic with Phoenix because Kanan's given the entire team 7% counter, so he gets those off pretty frequently, is going to have a 60% chance to just remove a cooldown from a random Phoenix ally, including himself, which can let you chain off those Sabine and Kanan zetas, and also gives random allies speed up, defense up, and offense up. The major little booster, and the reason I really slotted Chop in on the team over Ezra, is his shared unique means that Phoenix characters get protection up 15% anytime they're hit. Basically acts like a Barris Zeta, except doesn't matter if they crit or not. You're going to get back about 9,000 protection every time somebody hits you.
It's ridiculous.
And that's what lets you survive through those good old Han Solo salvos that used to just burn one of my characters down before I switched out.
How are you facing against some other Talzin teams with this team?
Just destroys them. I believe we'll get that.
You want to put that up now?
Yeah, sure. Roll it, and I'll talk through what happens.
Let's go on that. Here we go against the Nightsisters.
Well, you basically make yourself immune to plague with the Phoenix.
Yeah. No, basically, you are just pretty much immune to plague. You can watch through here. I get tagged with plague for about 5 seconds, and then it's gone.
Here she goes.
I've been using Phoenix on defense. I'm going to keep them for offense.
Oh, if you have a good Phoenix team, they ruin Nightsisters.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this trick in the bag then.
My team's gone now. Plague's all gone. No more plague. And then I just take out every threat on my team one by one. Sabine's AoE tags that whole team.
And her AoE, they can't counter to it. Why is that? That's got to be one of the only ones in the game that you can't counter. It is
specifically tagged, can't be countered, can't be evaded. So no dodges, no counters.
Serious wreckage. That's a big AoE. And the other video I made, I was pausing it. And it's
of course, you got
the highest I've seen Sabine get on her AoE, and that's when I had her modded slightly differently, was 24,000 before the exposes. The spread on the exposes. Those exposes count as different damage. You'll see the white numbers are not reduced by armor, it's max HP based. So if you stack 3 or 4 exposes on somebody, you're getting that 24k. And then when somebody follows up, say like Chopper, it's going to pop all those exposes. Chopper has a chance to assist on any attack. So if Sabine throws out her detonators, tags somebody with 3 exposes, Chopper auto fires, which hits the stagger, removes all their TM, and then pops them for an extra 15, 20k.
I mean, look, they're just full protection right now.
So the hard part's just getting Acolyte to pop out.
You don't get Acolyte doesn't pop out, you just kill her with your stealth. That's what it's for.
I just saw that kill shot there from Team. Holy crap. That's some wicked damage.
Well, there you have it, folks. How to be the Nightsisters in Territory Wars.
Just spend 3 months putting, what did we calculate?
931
Carbontes on the Phoenix team.
Yeah, I think not counting Chopper, who I do recommend now getting if you're planning on running them outside. Although actually versus Nightsisters, you can run Ezra just fine. It's actually a little bit better to run Ezra against Nightsisters than it is Chopper because you don't need that damage prevention quite as much, and cycling
so
in
the
with
heal he gives isn't completely necessary.
Kanan's heal prevents Nightsisters from doing anything.
Sure.
And Ezra lets you, with his assist, cycle Hera's team TM a little higher. It's on a support character, gives him and the support 40% TM, which lets you use Hera's assist to cycle on Sabine to just lay out all those AoEs a little faster.
Just getting that cooldown. Yeah. I totally get that.
Bump your clear time on Nightsisters by a little bit if you run Ezra instead of Chopper, although I do lazy to swap them out every time.
And talk about Zeb a little bit. Like, Zeb is a beast. He's taken down General Kenobi with about maybe like 1/6 protection.
Yeah, if you get them down
twice, like at 50, one was like 49 and one was 50k.
And now that yellow number you're seeing is the physical damage crit. He also does 20 to 40% of the enemy's max HP in that white damage, which you're adding on top. So Zeb's really doing more like 70, 80k. To Kenobi on those hits.
He's often talked about as the only character that can stand on his own without the Phoenix.
You can. I mean, they have niche uses. Kanan's a pretty serviceable Jedi tank, especially with his Zeta. If you run him with Ezra, that's still going to pump Ezra with some TM. You could run him on like a Hermit Yoda team or some of that. They're not 100% optimal, but they're usable. Zeb's another one of those that if you need a Kenobi buster, basically, even off of Phoenix, his damage is really high if you set it up right. The reason that I like him on Phoenix is you have a real consistent source of offense up for him, so that extra 50% kind of guarantees you punch through Kenobi, whereas if you miss, then you're just going to heal him back up. Nobody wants that.
Do you want to pull up the stats? Because that slide with all of the meta,
All right, Medetec. Blackbeard in the chat, he asked, how do you have your Sabine modded?
A little bit unorthodox in the mods here. I went from your kind of usual straight crit chance, crit damage setup to I actually have all protection mods on pretty much everybody in the squad except for Zeb, who is your crit damage, offense, cross, kind of fully modded for just punching things to death. Sabine for survivability, and because she's really DPS and utility, you want her to stay alive. Instead of being at like 20k health and 30k protection and a little bit higher damage, pump her up to like, I guess I've got her here at 53,000 protection, which is about the same as my General Kenobi, actually. Zeb's unique and Chopper's uniques combined on that let you pump that first up. Zeb gives you 40% of your health on top as protection, so she's more like at 65,000 protection, and then regens 15% to 30% at the start of her turn.
It seems really broken to me. It seems like it's broken.
Basically immune to attrition, so if you run into a real good Phoenix team in Territory Wars, you cannot just throw shit teams at them. You'll never burn through it. You have to actually commit something.
Hey, fella, you can't curse on this show.
So
say dang or something.
But yeah, basically what that's doing is when each of your characters is at about 50k base protection plus Zeb's passive, you're regenning about 9 to 18,000 protection at the start of their turn, and about 9,000 each time they take a hit. So
that's in addition to the health regain.
That's not counting health, just protection. You're getting about 20 to 30k protection per turn.
Right? It's ridiculous.
So yeah, and meta teams can burn through that. You get a good Gear 12 hand going with his Gear 12 pieces in there, or CLS. I mean, Nihilist solves everything. GK Barris Nihilist on offense is going to beat Phoenix just because the AI just can't play a finesse team. They're a fun team. I love them. They have a lot of cool things you can do, but the AI can't do it. With most fun teams, the AI just can't handle it. But if you just try and throw your like kind of G9, like in Territory Wars, you can sometimes just burn out a team by throwing a bunch of crap teams at it. Your G8, G9, just eventually wear them down. You're never punching through a Phoenix team until you put something real against it. So
I might have to work on them. I might have to mod them correctly. Like I said, you've got 120, what is that? 120,000 health protection on Kanan. Like mine's nowhere near that. Like not even remotely close.
120,000? Is that
no?
what
It's about 40k health and 55, 56k protection.
Oh my god! Okay, I thought it was 86.
No, that's not an 86. That's 5-6. Although he does get 40% of his health back as protection, so that's like another 15, 20 on top. So it is like 76, 80,000 protection with the uniques in play. It's hefty. A lot of Phoenix abilities, which people don't really look at because this is an uncommon one, gives protection up. Some of them 40, 50% protection up. The only other sources that are like Fulcrum and one or two other characters, that's giving you like 30, 40,000 protection shields that are just purple that they don't look like they're much, but they take a while to burn through.
Oh,
if
for
you're
sure.
Not getting dispelled.
All right, somebody in the chat asks, now that you have all these Phoenix just all pimped out, how are the Ghost and the Phantom, the ships? Or do you use them in Ship Arena at all?
I use them in Ship Arena. I like them a lot. They work well with Thrawn's ship, kind of like everything does, but they help it shine. They're not going to be quite as good as your standard garbage Imperial, Reaper, Sunfac, TIE teams.
Did you just call Reaper garbage?
It's a great ship, but it's...
Like, cut him out of the stream. Kick him out of the chat.
It's stupid. That wasn't well designed.
That's my favorite ship.
But, yeah.
So how does it work well with Thrawn? Like, what's the synergy there?
So the thing with Thrawn going that people don't usually leverage is every time a ship dies, the enemy potency is reduced, and the Ghost also drops potency. So you can start kind of basically resisting all those target locks, which is a big part of Fleet Arena. So say that First Order TIE Fighter goes half as often when you're not getting spammed on target locks. The crit chance and crit damage up also help the Ghost a lot. I've gotten my Phantom crit for over 100k. Just kind of wipe somebody. And the Ghost auto crits when it's in stealth. There's some synergy there that you wouldn't expect. They're not the best ships in Arena, but they definitely serve for me. I mean, I can take first in Arena and Fleet Arena with that setup and playing it right.
Who else do you run with them?
Usually my front is Imperial TIE Fighter. I don't think I've seen a fleet that doesn't run just TIE Fighter up front. Vader's TIE, Biggs X-Wing, Surprise. And then I run the Ghost and the Phantom up front too, with Maul's Scimitar coming in as my first reinforcement.
Oh, you don't use Biston?
I do not use Biston because I don't. He's a great ship, works really well. I don't have room if I'm going to run both the Ghost and the Phoenix. If I wasn't playing Phoenix ships because I like them, I'd run Reaper and Biston, but that's two spots I don't have.
If you said this, I missed. I apologize. You run Akbar lead or you run?
Oh, Chimera Thrawn.
Okay.
Yeah, I've toyed with the idea of making an actual Rebel team, and Akbar does actually do well with them. But TIE Fighter's stupid, Reaper's stupid, Scimitar's stupid. Yeah. I mean, if you're going for the top, you're running your dark side ships in there, and Akbar doesn't do quite as much work if you're not running a Rebel squad.
I mean, the 26 people watching the stream want you to lie to them and tell them that Ghost and Phantom are amazing.
They are good.
Akbar lead.
I love using them, but they're totally picked out and singled out.
Yeah.
Because people think they're crap, and they're not as amazing with defense as what you can do offense.
They are good for reinforcements on a
They're good reinforcements, though.
Now, there is something to be said. Assuming, I bet you all probably are not running G12 Zeta Phoenix to pump those ships up to their potential.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There is something to be said
G11
for
Zeta,
with proper stats, and then just making your team annoying. That RNG on people missing their target locks and getting tag with speed down instead of placing a target lock can make people salty and maybe avoid you occasionally.
Yeah.
It's a solid strategy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you can do on defense is make yourself as annoying as possible. And the most annoying team is that kind of Reaper TM manipulation setup. But Ghost and Fan will serve if you want to run them, you can. They're great. You can take first. You don't fall that far if you got a good fleet, especially if you're running stupid TIE Fighter or Scimitar reinforcement where you can cheese out that Thrawn ult and basically end the fight.
That's cool. It's cool to hear a different perspective on ships. That's cool actually. Like I don't know, I can't really say that I'm gonna go out and do it, but like
I would not recommend putting Phoenix in your fleet.
No, but it sounds
enjoy playing Phoenix, in which case they work.
I liked my Phoenix, but yeah, I usually fell too quickly if they're on the front line. I had to reinforce them.
I fall off into. I mean, I don't play Fleet Arena as heavily as I used to. I kind of got a little bored with it, but I'll go up to I'll get to 20 to 10 range, and I'll fall back to the 30 range, and I'll play 2 battles, go back to 10, 20, and the next day I'll fall back to 30. It doesn't go very far down, doesn't go very far up, but I don't play my full 5 battles.
I mean, would you recommend? I mean, if I was a brand new player, would you say do the Phoenix?
Oh, God, the starting team, it's amazing. If you're starting out, you cover almost all of
the next slide, Teals.
Good old Maurice, how dare you? Have you not been watching our series?
Which side?
Yes, I have.
Beginner Phoenix slide.
With you're a starting player, you make yourself a Phoenix squad and an Empire squad. Covers your dark side, light side, covers a lot of your faction events. Covers your fleet if you've got Empire as well. That'll get you your zetas running. TIE Fighter, Vader, Death Trooper, Shore Trooper. If you can start on those early. Boba and Sunfac are nice fillers. First starter, TIE Fighter pilot, still a reasonable character, and it's a great ship.
Don't forget about the highly sought after tenacity mods. Don't forget about them.
I run tenacity mods on my characters. I got a few of them on there.
Snap.
Hey, Cannon.
Put you in your place.
Cannon doubles tenacity when it's time.
Like I've got a pretty good Phoenix squad. They're gear 11, and they they're modded just good enough to beat the consistently get 6 of 6. In that P5.
They're real solid on territory battles.
I think I'm gonna put at least some time into modding them properly, and I mean maybe I can get through. I mean I'm gonna keep them on offense next time. There's no more defense for Phoenix for me. I'm gonna keep them. Put somebody else in defense.
You can clear out an equally geared and modded nightsister team basically with them. If you want to clear out a G12 nightsister team, G11 Phoenix probably isn't going to do it. You're probably just going to die to actual damage, even if you are immune to plague. But somebody throws out a G10, G11 nightsister squad, Sabine will clean that.
Yeah, I guess I need to work with Sabine a little bit more. The Sabine is the one I left out.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is kind of unfortunate.
I know a lot of people left her on the side because I
don't know why. She's
really weak
until
like end of G9, kind of gear 10. It's better to run Ezra and Chopper and leave her on the bench so people don't see her at the front end. Like for the Thrawn event, you left Sabine out because you don't play her until about gear 10. After gear 10, she just blitzes and by far the best attacker on the team for just general purpose. Zeb's your individual character killer. Sabine just does everything else.
What are you saying? They tricked us, Maurice?
Oh, we lose you. But yeah, the trick was with that Thrawn event. They made you think Sabine was not the one you wanted, but you had to get a little farther in on the gear levels before you could really see what she was doing.
I beat it with Sabine. I left out Chopper. It was like gear 6 and she was geared, I don't know, 7 or 8 and I probably 7.
Yeah.
I took them in. I love high damage dealers. This slide that we have up right now is just listing all of the different pieces that you can get with Phoenix as a startup faction. So, because they're rebels, and they're required for certain events. So you can get Emperor Palpatine because they're all rebels. You can get Thrawn because they are the required faction for that. Mother Talzin, you can have Night Sisters or you can have a Phoenix team. Territory battles, there's 2 required battles because Kanan and Ezra are also Jedi. They work for the Yoda event, so you don't have to get, God, what's his doodle? The Jedi that's supposed to be so good against droids, and it's just Eithkoth. God, don't get Eithkoth, people, please. The Wicked event, they got 2 ships. You need them to get the Chimera, and they're, I don't know, I'm still learning about them in Territory Wars and Arena. I think maybe if they're at higher gear level.
I mean, they'll serve in Arena if you're playing against similarly geared and modded players. If you're facing G12 well-modded teams and your Phoenix is G10, that's not going to get you anywhere.
Exactly. Just like, well, not just like any team, because you couldn't stick a,
I mean, GK Barrett gets away
Vader team in there and get away with it, right? You can't.
Yeah. I mean, GK Barrett, if you have access to Kenobi and Nihilus, kind of cheeses the whole system. You don't have to have them quite geared as high or modded as well because you cheat almost. AI can't handle that. Defensive AI just doesn't know what to do with GK Barris, and Nihilus lets you beat anything eventually on offense if you're willing to put in the time.
So, speaking of that, how do we take down your team? Are we killing Chopper first, Hera first? Who? What's the kill order for a Phoenix team?
It depends on if you're worried about damage or not. If you're having trouble getting sideswiped by Zeb, he might be your first target. Depends on what kind of team you're running. If not, clearing out like Kanan and Chopper will make the rest of it go faster. If you're having trouble like timing out or just not doing damage.
I usually mark out Hera within the first minute and a half.
Lots of people have their Hera. I mean, check their mods. My Hera's about as tanky as like a GK, at least on the protection side. Same with Sabine. Like a lot of people think Sabine's squishy. My Sabine's got like 65,000 protection with the uniques in play. So watch your focus. Just check people's mods if they're actually playing.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
That's just silly.
yeah. I mean, there's some advantages to being awkward with your mods. People don't expect the glass characters to actually have some sustain on them and not just die to one Han Solo pop in the face. Because that was an issue I was having before I remodded and took Ezra out for good old Choppy. Was Sabine would just get shot once and she'd die.
Because I like a lot of the characters as individual characters, and I put them like I just kind of spread them out. But I've never really taken the time to make a functioning like Phoenix team that can compete. Like
Ezra's a great standalone. He works in Jedi teams. He works in Rebel teams. He's a good DPS. He just doesn't work in Phoenix. The rest of them really shine with synergy, and that's like I think that's one of the few. There's a couple others, but it's one of the few successful team designs I think that CG has had. It's stuck to actually playing a faction rather than taking the strongest character from the faction, throwing it in with the strongest character from other 4 factions, and making your good old Frankenstein teams.
Yeah. It's Hera's ability too. Like I've been waiting. Every character that comes out, I'm like, who was it before Rey? Mother Talzin. I was like, oh yeah, like the Hera ability is really unique. Like the fact that they're sharing all their unique. So
yeah, I like
they're gonna do that for Rey. They're gonna do that for Rey. They didn't do it for Rey, right? Like it's totally unique.
I think Rey's gonna be good, but I think her kid's a little boring. But we'll get to that later, I suppose.
Well, we can get to that now if you want.
Yeah, we can do that now. Okay, real quick.
Anybody got some final questions on Phoenix before we transition?
Me. This is my question. All right, Zeta priority order. Go.
Final Zeta priority order, I say Kanan, Sabine. Pick if you want to be more aggressive or defensive, but you're going to need them both. Sabine's your aggressive Zeta, Kanan's your defensive Zeta. Next up, you got Zeb, then Hera, and then if you want to, Ezra. He's good. I just don't run him on my squad. Okay. He'd be my 5th pick, but I actually haven't Zeted Ezra just because he phased out before it really came into play.
Your 5th pick out of 5?
Yeah, so 5 out of 5. But no, Sabine and Kanan, super important. After that, Zeb is required to beat Barris teams, but otherwise not as necessary. And then Hera's for cycling your skills. She's got a unique one where it removes cooldowns. You can target somebody to remove a cooldown off and boost their TM. So you can basically cycle Sabine's offense up and those exposes. So sometimes you can get back-to-back AoEs that'll basically wipe a team.
Yeah, that was hats off. That was some really good. That was some really good info for real. I'm all like on the Phoenix train now. Like I'm ready to ride it.
It's a lot of fun. But you will have issues with Empire teams. Good Empire teams like a Thrawn lead with Stormtrooper and Shore Trooper, Death Trooper, Yield Thrawn Trooper team.
That's like a skill immunity, or why is that?
I mean,
They're really tanky with Thrawn up there, just throwing protection at everybody, and they're basically not immune to, but highly resistant to debuffs, which is part of your damage. And the crit immunity that Shore Trooper spreads, since you don't have a great way to dispel it. Chopper's got a dispel, but you're not going to take it off all 5 characters. Cuts your damage a good bit. Not like GK, who you can just murder. Shore gives himself that crit immunity, so Zeb can't just deck him. And that'll cause you issues. And eventually that Death Trooper will pop somebody. You can win, it's the most painful fight for me to clear out. An Imperial team, actually, more so than anything else on Arena.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Maybe let's really quickly before we, I don't know, I just want to tell people this. Tell people what you did to us in Territory Wars.
Let me bring that up.
Get that JPEG up.
We, after our first Territory War, where we just actually put up real defense teams, gave it our all, and tied anyways, I decided to give our guild a break. And we did some fun little themes.
A break after one.
Well, I mean,
you guys are working hard.
Way to go, guys. You've earned yourself a bye week. Week 2. Week 2 bye. Get in there.
just for little funsies, we decided to do some themed defense zones. So we had the infamous Cup and 2 girls. Jedi Knight Guardians, our Ugnaughts, our Talias, Mob Enforcer, Chewie, and behind Chewie is actually other Chewie, because we have 2.
2 regions.
And then your choice of your GG, your Grievous or your Camo Guard. And I think y'all got to see our master plan at work. Did you clear that all out in, what was it, an hour or so?
Yeah. And the thing about it, the thing that's just gonna stay with me for a long while, is how arrogant I was. Like thinking, what the fuck are these guys doing? They're idiots. And we're breezing. We're like, they've got Ugnaughts. What are they doing? It's like a legitimate kill. And so we got all the way to the end. And then I started making memes. That was like, I made this one with this goofy Chewie with his hands in the air saying, pretending it was from Hera's cell. Dear Wolfpack, we gave you the rest of Sunday off. Have fun. Well, these guys are hitting we put so much on defense. We could have put more. We probably should have put more. But where these guys are just stalled, and it took, I don't know how long it took you, but I mean, you guys are enjoying it. Obviously, you did it all.
I gave people a chance to use whatever squads people didn't have to throw their favorite squads in on defense, so they got to play what they wanted on offense. I mean, I do apologize for what that did to your matchups.
Sure, I didn't realize that till after.
The Wolfpack ranked 37,000 on the Territory War leaderboard.
You're ranked in the in-game rankings by how much galactic power you clear in a combat in a territory. So the first one we went up against, and we had this, very, decent guild that were 4 million character power higher than us. We tied. It was great. And then we went up against these guys, and they probably threw in, what was that, I don't know, not a lot of. So we just
about 6 million total.
I didn't realize that till after. I was like, oh shit. But
there was one fun team on the Chewie side.
Yeah, I beat that. Was that a Zeta Chewie?
I don't know if it was Zeta Chewie, but it was a Chewie. It had the Zeta Barris. It had an Ewok Elder, SD Han, Chewie, and Royal Guard. and I went in. I think I went in with clones. And whatever. I'll get through it. I literally won with like 7 seconds left.
And it was a tier 11 Chewy. It was a decent Chewy.
Yeah, and I mean my clones are no joke. My clones are amazing. I love them, but that was hilarious. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
So did you use this just to give you guys a break? Because you were pretty freaking ranty about EA. When I finally figured out what was going on, I was like, oh, okay, you guys did this because you're cooler than us, I guess.
Yeah, we weren't super thrilled with the way that territory wars were set up and with basically the guaranteed tie. I mean, there was a couple of teams, like I think some of the real heavy hitter guilds managed to pull out without a tie, but most people, like 90-something% of the guilds over 100 million GP, which are your kind of oldest players, just tied out no matter what they did. And the just kind of waves of meta teams, which you see in Arena every day anyways, it's like, was there something else they could have done to make it a little bit more appealing, to throw in some fun teams, something different, something we don't see all the time? So we kind of fizzled out after that first one.
Like 25 teams with Ugnaughts on them very often.
Where's the Ugnaught node?
Well, everyone has Ugnaught pimped out because Finity, was claiming him to be like the second coming of. Yeah, he's like the second coming of fucking Jesus to the game, and then like it's just like everyone's got these gear tips.
Remember when I argued with him about that? And you guys were all over my shit for that.
No,
like, Ranger, you just don't know. I'm like, he sucks.
No, once Ugnaught started to need droid colors, I was like, let's take a step back. let's go ahead and wait. There's tons of people. I got lots of guys in my guild that have pretty pimped out Ugnaughts because of the assumed synergy he was going to have. But it's impressive that you guys, as a guild, have 25 Jedi Knight Guardians and Mob Enforcers over 6,000 GP.
Yeah, I mean, that was CG's chance to pull in, like, we got resistant bonuses and first order bonuses. Where was my, like, plus 5,000% damage to Ugnaught or something?
So let's go around.
Galactic Republic boost.
Yeah.
That they need it, boy. That faction sucks. They're awful.
I mean, they've got R2. That's about it. Kenobi. I mean, they've got some meta.
Kenobi, Rex, R2.
Yeah,
that's about
a team.
5's okay.
5's is fine. Anakin, Barriss. I mean, you can fill a team with Republic, but then you got your clones.
You're really going to pump out the damage
real fast.
Barriss and GK.
Yeah.
Fucking 5. You're really going to pump that damage out, boy.
All right, so jumping into the famed Panic Ray Farm time.
I'm so pissed off.
Yeah, tell us
just
about
put
that,
out
Ranger.
a video about this. We actually, me, Loki, Finn, and Ronnie did our first reaction. It's on the channel now. Finn finally, because he
after the stream, go ahead and watch Framebridger's or Reality Skewed Gamers video.
Yeah,
Give it a like, thumbs up.
Watch that later.
Subscribe.
Yeah, but I just want to say that the reason I brought that up is because when we were looking at it live, we hadn't really looked at it, right? And so that's our live reaction, and we were like, huh? I mean, that was pretty much what it was. Like, that's it? What is this?
For her kit or for what we need to go in?
Kit.
Oh, God, I thought her kit was boring. I mean, I'm sure it's great if your stats are high enough.
It's great, but it's boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid kit. It will serve its purpose. It just doesn't have anything like... I thought Talzin was an interesting kit.
Oh, God, yeah.
It had a lot of cool stuff in it. Ray's kit, it's got damage. It's got more damage. It's got part of Old Ben's mind tricks. It's got some stuff to it, but there's nothing new. Like, there's no plague. There's no... I mean, they put a lock on healing immunity. That's creative.
Well, she does healing immunity.
Yeah, I mean, she does healing immunity with a lock.
It's a locked healing immunity for 2 turns.
That's boss. Like, I don't.
It's a good skill. It's just not new or interesting. The new thing about it is they threw a lock on it instead of fixing tenacity and potency. So
that's legit. that bitch is gonna be bad just because of that. That's the only reason I'm gonna use her, boy.
Yeah, it's an easy way to get through Barris teams.
She's not CLS good though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it depends what her stats are. If her stats are high enough, she's gonna be stupid.
She's way harder to obtain than CLS, but yet CLS is better.
It depends.
Well, it depends who they throw in with resistance when the movie comes, right? They might have another couple of resistance tunes.
Yes. Yeah,
and if she's got like 200 base speed and 1,000 times the health CLS has, she's still going to be amazing. It just depends what her kit's boring, but it amplifies her kit and her base stats. If her stats are high enough, she's going to be stupid.
Well, Jordan Kennedy says it's bad. She's balanced, and she.
How about that whole non-taunting tank? And even in their strategies to use them, keep her in stealth so she can build up damage.
They're having.
It's like, yes, hide your tank in stealth. That's what you should do.
They don't know. They're having trouble with the right term. It's not a tank. It's a bruiser. I don't know if anybody's
She's
played.
a strategist. She's like a Thrawn for the resistance per se.
No, anyone with over a certain amount of protection and health is a tank.
Like what they were trying to do.
Sister initiate is what she is.
With like Kylo when he came out, and especially when he got the protection regain. That's what it's a tank that it's not a tank. It's a beefy target that provides enough threat that you might want to try and kill them before somebody else.
Yeah.
So
a bruiser carry.
Yeah. It's from your MOBO terminology. It's a bruiser basically, where you can't decide if you want to kill them first or not because they're a threat, but they're also hard to kill. But they don't have a taunt to make you kill them first.
Absolutely.
Well, the good news is we have a resistance Mace Windu in the game now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you serious? I did not hear this. Oh, pardon me. I gotcha. I'm with you. Yeah. Fuck. I think it really depends who they add, because there's a couple of new Phoenix resistance characters in the new movie.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
who are they going to add to this? Who are they going to add to this team? Because really, it needs. I don't know. Like I can't imagine remodding all my resistance tunes for arena, because they're all just modded for potency and they're not modded for speed. And without the fin lead, it's not the 35% turn meter gain, it's 10. So you're going to have to mod them completely differently. I don't have the mods for that.
The problem that Resistance has in Arena is a similar one to the one that Phoenix has, is that it's a finesse team. You have to actually do things in a certain order with certain targets to really get it to be effective, and the AI is garbage, so it won't. So even though you can win on offense, you're going to tank on defense unless you've got particularly interesting setup that people aren't looking for, or your mods are just that much better than other people's.
It's traded out though at the end, right? So it's about climbing efficiently.
Yeah, but they're giving us.
But you can climb pretty efficiently with Resistance now if you wanted to.
Well, that's a good point, though. The new characters that they could release could be more geared towards Rey's leadership, and that's what they're doing to us now. They're giving us two options per faction.
We can get our third Leia. We can get.
What's the mechanic's name? The female mechanic?
She's in maintenance. Kelly McGrant's character. That's Rose Tico.
Rose, yeah.
You got Vice Admiral Holdo, an officer in Resistance. We don't know what faction he may side to, but Benicio del Toro's character, who they're nicknaming DJ right now, that underworld slicer that they sort of tease in the Cantina. Spoilers, if you haven't seen the previews. You might get an updated Phasma.
Well, that would really help Resistance, all that.
But that won't help Resistance. Yeah.
Well, and Luke, right? Like, Luke. What if we get Old Man Luke?
I doubt we're going to get Old Man Luke without getting Black Outfit Luke, Jedi Master Luke.
Is there really anything stopping them from doing...
They got to continue his journey before they put Old Man in.
Yeah.
About new
I think definitely if they do put Old Man in, like if it's, I don't know what it would be, like a year from now or something. Seems late, though. You're going to need her for it. You're going to need Jedi Rey for it. 100%.
Who knows? Maybe they'll throw Maz Kanata in.
Mm-hmm. What would Maz's abilities be?
What would her character kit look like?
Yeah, what would her kit look like?
Yell really loud. I don't know.
I think she'd have a unifying.
She'd have to give
unifying.
She'd have to give foresight to the whole team, like with their vision and stuff.
It'd be something like Kermit Yoda, where it's a kind of supportive kit doesn't really deal damage if they made one.
Be right back a second.
Am I like the only one that's semi-excited about Rey? Kind of sounds like it.
So
Yes.
No, I'm totally excited about her. I'm getting her. I'm like, well, I love Resistance so much. If they fuck this up, I'm pissed off.
Well,
I'm just going to trust them that it's a good kit and we have to figure it out, right?
There's not much.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends what she has to build around a Resistance team. As a standalone plug-and-play character, like CLS, just kind of you throw on any team because he's really good. I don't know that Rey will have that same just put on anything option.
No, not at all. And
she's a direct counter to Barriss and the Night Sisters in one kit.
No, she's not a direct counter to the Night Sisters.
Night
Sisters are going to eat her alive. Now, Zeras, I think they specifically designed her to fight the Zeras teams, but Night Sisters, another team, CLS is going to eat them alive.
She's got healing.
Do we have her
locked? How is that not a counter to the Night Sisters?
It is.
They die and they revive, and they don't have healing immunity on them anymore.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, you're facing at the end of the day, in 3 months from now, you're not going to be facing Talzin leads. You're going to be facing Zeta Saj leads, right? And so the teams are going to be based around healing, constantly healing them and getting them up to 100% health. So when they get hit, they gain 50% turn meter. And if they can't heal themselves, they don't get that turn meter, and you just completely neutralize that Zeta.
It's not an AOE. It's one character every 5 turns, assuming you're not getting massive cooldown reductions from her synergies, but every few turns you can tag one character with healing immunity, not all.
Yeah. No, and you keep that character alive and just slowly work them down. You know what I'm saying? I think it is. I mean, I might be thinking like,
it'd be interesting to see how it's in practice. I think it's a quick way to get through a Barriss team, although anybody who actually has the option to get Rey can get through a Barriss team. So I don't know. That's maybe a carrot to dangle in front of players.
I will say, if you don't have the resources to get this character, I don't think it's really worth it to panic farm. And
I'm skipping.
Overleap your boundaries within the game. Like, I don't think it's worth that. Like Thrawn, or I don't know. I think you can wait till the next time if you don't have the resources.
I'm waiting until next time. I like the kit. I don't know. I have a mixed feeling about it. I think it's a boring kit, but I think it's solid. Like, it's functional, and I like that it's apparently. I mean, we'll see. It doesn't seem as broken as Luke's kit. Like, my issue with Luke is that he's too good at what he does and too good at too many things. Rey seems to have a little bit more of a focused role without just sliding everywhere.
But to make her a Rey's Journey event where it's requiring people to farm these other ancillary characters and to be just me, I mean, is the other disappointing part of this, It
is, but again, I mean, the disappointing
that's
part
kind of the
is
name of the game with Legendary, with these events, right? Like, AKA ETH Koth, right? Like,
no, I disagree, because if you look at the other ones, that whether they were Legendary or the last couple ones, you had CLS, you had R2D2, you had BB-8, you had Thrawn, you had Nyla's. Pretty solid damn tunes. They may not.
BB-8's great for raids, but you're not going to see him.
BB-8's a fantastic little bastard.
He has a special niche,
But we only had one other journey, and it was Luke, and Luke was the way he is. Now, I'm not saying Rin needs to be at that level, but when you look at what it takes to get her, and then you look at what she does. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I rated her a C+, mainly because I want to kind of wait, like Team Money brought up. Who are they going to add to it? Maybe that may make a difference. But just looking at her as she is now and the way Resistance is now, I can't go any higher than that. Because, yeah, she can do some good things, but there's some things she doesn't do. And when you think tank and what she does, adding it to the Resistance, especially her leader ability, that one threw me completely off. Because then we were comparing it to what Finn still does, and I still think Finn Zeta is still better than her leader ability.
100%.
And I'm just like, what? Why would you add that? I'm still trying to wrap my head around what they're thinking there.
I don't know. I think I think some people will come up with creative ways to mod their characters that will make that more viable. Because right now we're just modding for potency, but Resistance Trooper is pretty badass. And so is Pilot. Like, if they have plus 30 critical chance and plus 30 critical damage, Just, I don't know, plus R2 and stealth.
They do good damage. They do.
It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. There's potential there. Again, it just depends what support there is for that kind of team, which isn't really in the game yet.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. She doesn't really fit right now. I think she's going to be more of a slot in.
You just went from being like, am I the only one that's excited about her?
No, I'm excited about her, but not for a resistance team. Like I look at it and I think of her as a plug-in meta character, just like Thrawn, CLS, Kenobi. It's just like another plug-in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope. I mean, I don't know that I expect them to, but I hope in the future they start moving away from plug-and-play characters and doing more like nightsister kind of like side grades, where you have another viable team that's on the same power level, but not just blowing out other teams because you're introducing these new single characters that just slot onto the Frankenstein teams and make them better. I like having different teams to play against, like actually having a nightsister team and a Rebel team and a GK Barris team and my silly little Phoenix thing floating around. The more teams you see on Arena, the less dull it is. I like playing different options, and having different options be powerful is the only way you're going to see more than the top 2 or 3 teams ever at the high ends of Arena.
Have you guys started to see a lot of diversity? I've started to see a lot of diversity in my shard over the last maybe 4 weeks or so. What are you guys noticing in your shards?
For nice. Yeah, I mean, there's some nice.
Talzin somewhere, either General Kenobi, Zeras, or Luke.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
That's top 30
We
teams.
have Hermit. Well, we have more. I'm a pretty young shard. We're like a year and a couple months old, but lots of Hermit Yoda. Well, not lots. We've got a couple of Hermit Yoda Admiral Akbar leads. We've got Barris. We've got just like a bunch of kind of hodgepodge teams.
I got one guy dedicated to Chase still.
He's going to ride that commitment out, boy. He made that investment. It's ride or die. Ride or die.
People throw in the Shays versus Night Sisters.
It works. It does.
I mean, they're still a good way to deal with it.
CLS, Chase, Han, R2. I guarantee every time I win versus Night Sisters. That's one thing I do like.
Can you put up that slide? The one, maybe good old Maurice can just give us the dish on what we're talking about, killing Night Sisters.
Maybe.
The one with General Grievous stabbing Mother Talzin in the chest. Freaking love that bigger.
Grievous can already work. Come on.
I mean, it's a fantastic picture, but General Grievous is not part of any counter to the Night Sisters.
No. Well, droids. I mean, is yours geared? Have you used them?
No.
Oh no, sorry, that was Phoenix. My bad.
No, that's not you, General Grievous. But I'll tell you what. I mean, after listening to hey, Phoenix are definitely. I mean, they look like a legit counter to the Night Sisters. I mean, I guess if you invest.
Yeah, if you put the same amount that somebody else put in Night Sisters, you'll beat the Night Sisters.
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, on a budget, a little more efficiently, but that team definitely look. I mean, the video we saw, you just wiped them out like this instantly.
My easiest matchup on the shard is Night Sisters.
And that's crazy.
The comparison for gearing, I mean, Night Sisters are so easy to gear, compared to the Phoenix.
Phoenix, I think, not including Chopper, I think when I was doing it was like 1,350 Carboni for the team. It's not pleasant.
We actually
did you get the numbers?
Did the math, yeah. Sorry, Teals, do you want to put that one up?
Are you talking about Phoenix and the total faction?
The total gear required.
And then the total.
Oh, 100%. They're the most difficult faction to gear in the game, but hands down. Like not even like close. Like Kaden and Zeb are two of the top 5 hardest characters to gear in the entire game. Like Kaden and Zeb are ridiculous. Like I've still got a couple more characters to look over, but right now it's I bullshit you not. Zeb and Kanan 1 and 2. Most that we're talking beats Kenobi, beats Scarifable Pathfinder, beats Grievous, like Thrawn.
Didn't GK take 450 to completely max him out?
Carbonis, yes.
Yeah, you mean just purple total? Yeah, they're
no, not total, but just farmable shit that you have to have, like
guns,
raid gear and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. It was a journey.
And they all take the same shit. Like look at this. I mean, total carb salvage for 5 characters, 1,850. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. That's crazy.
7. That's what, 7 each?
That's crazy.
7 fucking carbonities each. 7 for 20. Yeah. Oh my god.
It was. I got Thrawn with G8 Phoenix, and then I decided I wanted to actually kind of go all in a couple months later.
I think I know one other person that's done what you have, and that's Ghost.
Yeah, I'd saved out about 30,000 crystals from arena winnings, and I burned through all of that and got about halfway done gearing Phoenix.
I mean, if you get, what do you get a week? Like a carboni and a half? Like you get like 3 carbonis every 2 weeks from the challenges?
From the challenges, yeah.
Free stuff,
That's insane.
I
get about a carboni. You get about a carbon. Well, I guess every week and a half.
Yeah.
It's 5 pulls for average.
5 pulls, 3 to 4 average. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair warning. Anybody thinking of doing Phoenix, they're fun, but that's a steep cost getting there.
But I always try and think of. I'm just very curious about EA's strategy, and when I think about new players and seeing these Phoenix at gear 12 and them being able to kind of take down all of these meta teams, it's they really have to focus on leveling the playing field for people coming in 2 years after the start of the game so that they can have some fun, right? And this is definitely a team to do it. Maybe it takes an extra 30% gear, but if it's also like these tunes, like if you look at a CLS team, so you have CLS, right? He takes 5 tunes to get CLS. And then there's Han, and you need a team of 5 to get Han. And, General Kenobi, you need, and you can just direct farm Phoenix. You can just go in and you can just directly farm all of them. So there is a savings in that, right?
No raid characters. When you start the game, you can start working on all the Phoenix characters. You don't have to wait for something to come around. You don't have to get into a guild. Day 1, you can start working on the team. So there is that advantage, which is why I recommend it as a starter squad alongside a dark side squad, so that you're not just left out half the content.
That was a really good point that Pookie made, is that he's gone all in on Phoenix. I don't know if he's got him gear 11 or 12. Maybe I'm not sure, Pookie, if you're in the chat. But Pookie. But he said he made a mistake in not farming dark side characters for dark side ships, and it put him back 2 months with Zeta. So that's really super important.
Yeah.
To like farm all these Sunfac and all these guys that you need.
Well, he did make the point earlier. You need to do Phoenix and do Empire. If you do Empire, then you have the ships, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're farming the ships at the same time, it covers you a lot. I mean, 3 Empire ships are really good. You get the TIE Fighter, Vaders, and the Death Trooper, Shore Trooper, Reaper. That covers a real solid front of your fleet. And
First Order TIE Fighter pilot ship is amazing too, though.
Bowtie.
But Reaper's not very realistic for new players, right? It's on at the end
later
of
on.
the
You
end
won't be
of the
farming
light
that
side.
for a while. But there's Boba Fett and Sunfac are still solid ships and solid characters. They're not top tier.
Boba's our favorite. You need them at nothing, right? Like I beat it with Spy at year 6 or something.
As long as
you just need them, it's like a present.
As long as you get them to put in your reinforcements, you don't even have to use them. You have to unlock the battle, and then you use your front 5 good ships, and then you put garbage in the back. You don't have to level them out too much.
Well, if you get reinforcements, you don't 3-star it, so you kind of got to be
right. So you do your front line, and you put garbage in the back, because it doesn't matter if you can't do it without your garbage. Then you're gonna have to actually manually do that, and that's just miserable.
Yeah. True story.
Hey, we haven't had the name game of the week. We got to use that, man. It's freaking holiday themed.
Game name of the week.
Game name of the week is Couches Pull Up, But I Don't. Submitted by. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right here.
Isn't it Dark Moon? It's Dark Moon. Dark Moon Phantom.
Dick Destroyer?
Dick Destroyer, yeah. He's celebrating the 25 days of Dick Destroying.
On the first day of dick destroying, my true love gave to me. I won't finish that. I'm gonna drink right now. It would get really creative if I did. Shit, did we? I'm not zetaing Chewy if we actually got through all that content.
We're about halfway there.
Are we about half?
So I gotta circle back to your nightsister to see what actually beats them. You had 4 teams beat nightsister, only know one of them.
No, man, we did Ray, we did Phoenix, for beginners, we did Harris Cell and their fucked up territory war setup.
Yeah, man.
Instead of our rankings.
Bullshit strategy. That's up everybody's life.
I probably shouldn't mention, but if you really want to troll another team, you can guarantee a tie, at least in this setup, by just putting whatever garbage is. Use all your offense teams, declare theirs out, you match a tie. So if you find out against you're up against TI and you want to just screw with them, just throw in a bunch of Ugnaughts on defense and then burn through offense.
And we did
Six balls.
Prey Wars and how to beat them. I don't know. Fuck, what do we do now?
Did we do Night Sisters? The 4 teams.
Right now on the stream, we got fucking old Saint Nick, Mr. Kris Kringle himself, on the screen.
You guys like that? It was I was trying to find a picture last minute, and I searched sexy guy on pull-out couch, and then nothing was coming up.
What's that on his shirt? What is on his sweater?
And nothing was coming out, and then I just...
Was that a cum biscuit on his sweater?
Yeah, it's a cum biscuit.
It's a cum biscuit. That's exactly what it is.
Damn it, Sarah.
It brings me holiday cheer, boys and girls. Give me those milk and cookies, but I want that.
Oh ho ho! That's not snow. Ho ho ho!
That's mad milk.
Cookies.
Captain Black gave me shots.
Oh Jesus!
We've been too on topic.
Oh, good God!
Did we go over the biggest gear pig in the game?
I don't know. It looks like Santa Claus wants to talk about buttermilk biscuits.
The Tor says, "Wait, am I in the right stream? Why so many game talk and no one seemed to be drunk?"
Yeah, Captain Blackbeard said this stream has been way too informational. Break up, fuckers.
Okay, everybody in the stream. Okay, Ranger, what's something that you have done and that no one else has? And you can't say anything like army and make my mind blown. You can tell me that later. You have to say something like...
What do you want to blow on him?
Slept with 3 women at once.
Oh, snap! At the same time? Or is this over the period of your whole life?
No.
Because I can...
Ranger.
It was one night.
Reciprocate the bro fist. I got my fist on the screen.
Okay.
Word. Yes.
That was a crazy night.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Military related.
Sometimes you just gotta have a night of winning, my friend.
Hey, after a couple of weeks in the field and you go out and you're just like,
ooh,
hey,
yeah.
I'm on 4-day pass. Whee!
I need a shower and 3 women in one night.
Was this
I got $30 to spend. You, and you.
Was this 3 women at the same time or over the course of one evening? So you're like a fucking sprinkler head in that bitch. Just
I was intoxicated. I was wound up, and I was ready to just destroy.
Hell
something.
Yeah!
Cranky, full of Jack, and ready to go.
I mean,
all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink the
memories.
rest of the man.
I have some very many stories like that across the world. It's great to be special.
Maybe we need to write your biography there, buddy.
Yeah.
You can tell me all about that later.
Mm-hmm. No, because you'll probably say it on stream. You'll be like, "Here's what Ranger said. I haven't got skinny."
We're on the stream right now, right?
I know, that's why.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not that I don't trust you, T. It's just I just don't fucking trust you, T.
I love this stormtrooper humping with the white pintos in the background. That's just it warms my heart.
Spreading the Christmas cheer.
Or whatever they are.
What
was your first car? What was the first vehicle that you owned?
1971 Jeep CJ5.
82 Toyota Tercel wagon, 4-wheel drive.
I can't remember mine right now. It's a Ford.
For those that don't know what the Tercel is, if you've seen Breaking Bad,
wheels.
It was white, and I went to the sound system store and spent like $300 on this huge bass speaker. But that's all I had. I just had a bass speaker. And I just put this
with $400 worth of stereo.
Yeah, that's totally fine. It was exactly $500 that car cost me, and I put that speaker in the back, and it was just like,
yes, Sir Loki.
Like no treble, nothing, just like all.
Can we get a moment of respect for the nerfed pelvic thrust First Order Stormtrooper taunt, where he used to shove out that pelvis hard and good on his taunts?
We've been talking about that a lot. It's really sad about that, hey?
Yeah, me and Loki, we're both on the same page.
Loki, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ranger has never used a basic, says David Lee.
Wait, is that David Lee, like the basketball player? No?
No.
I'm the only basketball fan in this chat, aren't I?
No. Basketball, who are you talking about?
Just say because he's not employed, he doesn't have a job this year, so maybe he's sitting at home watching us on the stream. Thank you, David Lee, for watching. If it is really you, David Lee,
is there any other short-time NBA All stars watching the stream? Yeah, just a shout out.
Are you drinking, Ranger?
I'm trying to make your stream work. I'm trying to be a little sober.
You know what? We gotta fuck up the stream more because I think we have more people watching than we typically do.
Well, that's what happens
31.
when shit works.
Dropped like fucking 6 in the last few minutes because we stopped talking about the game.
Yeah, and everyone's bitching about more drinking. Bob, take a shot. Are you here, Bob?
Bob.
Hey,
Bob left.
Oh, yikes! You know what that means.
Bob is no more.
Oh no!
Drink you have.
No.
All right, guys, here we go. We have a rule on the stream here. Whenever Bob mysteriously disappears, all of us have to drink the rest of our drinks. And I got a full fucking glass of scotch.
I literally
Scotch.
Oh, that tastes bad. Don't burp the chug scotch. Whoa.
Oh, in my face, David Lee retired. Sorry, Loki.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just feel like a real asshole.
Yeah, David Lee. David Lee got a forced retirement on his final season with the Warriors and got a ring while injured. So that's the way to finish. I'm hurt. I'm not playing again, but I got a ring.
Hey.
There you go. Gronk got a ring while he was
Spurs last year.
Huh?
Did he play for the Spurs last year?
He was done in 2015 with the Warriors.
So
No, he
we're not fucking talking sports on our stream. That's not
okay.
your fucking stream. That's not happening with me. No.
There's one thing I do know. I know the Warriors, and I know he was there for 5 years.
So, what would you like to talk about, Team Money? Any more shaved genital stories you would like to discuss?
Porn and hockey, eh? That's what Canadians do.
It's cold up there, eh?
Decent human beings. Oh no. No. I just poured myself way too much alcohol.
Well, you can't pour it back. That's alcohol abuse.
Can't waste it.
This is we should probably have said, okay, we had a good stream. Bye.
And on that bombshell,
this is what I like this stream for. It's like I want to learn from you guys, and I love that part. But I could just do that with you in PM, right? Like I just like us when
personally, I learned a lot tonight about the Phoenix.
No, this was very, very educational. This was the most on topic we've been in 6 weeks.
I know. That's because of
seen
Tits.
This
it's because Tits emailed me. She's like, basically, in short, she's like, enough of this shit. You guys have solid game knowledge. You need to stop fucking around on the stream and do some stuff. So I promised her an hour of game stuff, and we've done that and more. So
you should see Tits. She was our little news broadcaster.
She was killing it yesterday.
Yeah, man.
We had a great stream.
Yeah.
She's played this game for not. She's not a day one player on this game, but she's a little gamer. She's a smart lady.
Yes, she is.
Heather Douglas called us out in in a comment too.
What's that?
Heather Douglas called us out on a comment too from Sai.
What? I don't see her.
Said, comment from last week's stream.
Oh, really?
Can you hold a conversation for more than 30 seconds before rambling about a different subject and rambling about another subject 20 seconds later?
Oh, shit.
No, Heather Douglas, we
What the fuck is this? Canada is great. You don't need condoms to film porn. Jordan Kennedy says the birthday stream was the most educational stream.
It was for me.
Yeah. Yes,
I feel
sir.
like I should do my own little stream and just be like, just with like
felt
our
like I
little
was
kind
making
of
a porn
inner
with
circle of
T-Money.
guys, be like,
Not to
what
mention
questions do
the
you
ending.
really want to ask women?
All there was a thump, something falling, a curse, and then silence from T-Money. And all of a sudden, T-Money has left the call.
Yeah.
I remember her last words were, "I'm naked. I gotta get to the bed." Oh, I'm so drunk.
I was like, how am I fucking naked right now? I had to like go upstairs and then
Yeah, did you make it upstairs or did you pass out on the floor?
no, I got upstairs, I got into my bed, but yeah.
Ooh, snap.
Yeah,
Oh, T, since you were unaware of the stream last day, they changed her name. Did she tell you?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
They changed
Her
to
in-game
Tits
name
McVenom. They changed her name. They changed her name
to Nerf.
What?
to
On
Nerf
RSG?
to Nerf McVenom. She is now forcefully indoctrinated into Nerfherders.
That's really lame. Give Chicken like one of the best game names in the galaxy, and then like, no, that's not what we're doing.
They have some weird restrictions. I tried changing my name before, and they're like, "Nope, can't do it. Nope, can't do it."
Breast McGee has a sexier voice than Team. Sir Loki. Sir Loki has been hitting me up to send him fucking illegal fruit to the United States. You can fuck yourself, Sir Loki.
Snap.
Illegal
You ain't
fruit?
getting no fruit.
Get your own fucking
That's
call
right, buddy.
tits and get her to fucking trounce on up to Canada to get your fucking illegal fruit.
That's right.
What can you
Son of a-
grow out of a fucking glacier?
It's like some fruit that apparently has
All kinds of things, buddy.
It's I don't know. It's some fruit called Loco
You can grow
Cocos.
Canadian bananas, Canadian
Time out,
oranges,
time out.
Canadian
Did you
apples.
say
There's all kinds of
Loco
Canadian stuff, eh?
Canada. And I searched, why can't you get Loco Cocos in the States? And the only thing that came up, it was like, be careful with Loco Cocos because there are fucking little scorpions in the stems of these motherfuckers. And Loki's like, I need them because my mommy and I love her. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna like, don't you box me, Sir Loki. Nerfed tip.
Canada.
Okay, can you guys sing the Canadian
What
national
type
anthem?
of fruit
No.
can you grow out of a glacier?
We
That
have
was great.
glaciers.
Ice
I have
pineapples,
glaciers.
buddy.
Yeah.
Nothing?
Nothing? No.
You haven't lived until you tried one of them ice hot peppers from Canada.
I'm just trying to find what the hell this fruit is. Sir Loki.
What's it called,
Type
Sir
it in.
Loki?
I think it's
Apparently, it's the local Coco.
The Coco Coco.
Loco Boco.
There's like a bunch of fruit that I like. It's one that I've never heard of, but scorpions.
So you totally made up the name Loco Coco.
Yes, I did. I actually think I said that. I was like, I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna.
No wonder I'm having a difficult time Googling it.
Live scorpions and
Yeah.
bananas.
Like, I never heard of a Loco Poco before. What is?
Well, now you have,
What?
buddy.
Huh. Yeah. Today I learned.
Oh yeah, Medetec. What's up with you? By the way, we have a new I don't know, section. It's called feature
Mhm.
on the Nerfherders. I forgot to tell you guys this.
Oh.
That's called
Oh, wait, we have breaking news.
fanboy/fangirl, and Medetec is our first little fanboy. And I think it's
I'm
more
honored.
useful to have a fucking fanboy than to have somebody who's playing a Devic.
Wait, why does he have to be a fanboy? He's a guest. Why do you wait? How did that happen?
He's a fanboy, like a faction fanboy. It's called faction fanboy/fangirl.
I can admit to being a Phoenix fanboy. I'm proud of it.
I checked it out with him. I was like, "Are you?"
Oh, I thought this was for the Nerfherders.
I hate you guys.
No,
the fruit is called
land zones. There we go.
land zones or langsat.
Known in the streets as Loco Coco Coco.
Scientific name:
I need one, man. I'm hurting.
domesticum. Lancium domesticum. Yes.
I got these cheeseburgers, man. Let me get that Loco Coco Coco.
You're being a real McAsshole right now.
Which actually is not from Canada at all, but
No,
Indonesia.
they're not from Canada, but they're legal here and they're illegal in the States.
Dude, you got a Loco Coco Coco smuggler up in fucking
That's what
Ontario?
Loki wants me to do, but I'm not gonna because it's like
screw
all
going
of a
to
sudden,
Canada
well,
for
it's not on
Cuban
my bandwagon.
cigars.
It's my number one fan.
Hey, girl, what you in for? I was smuggling fruit across the border.
Smuggling fruit across the border for this man, and now all of a sudden he's like, you know what?
They look like
I mean, I agree with you completely.
they look like a fucking
fucking
larva on the inside.
Clearer than me.
That is disgusting.
Fucking period.
Or it looks like I don't even know. All right, take a look at these things. They're disgusting.
But no, you don't know. Have you ever tried a loquat or a
Looks like a pear.
what are those ones called that are?
It's like a pear, but like a slimy.
I love those
I don't
Asian
know.
fruits. I dig. I've never tried this.
It looks
It
like
looks
breast
like they're
implants. Is it just me, or does that look like silicone-based products?
They're like silicone. They're like larva pears.
Hey,
They
the
look
new
like
Canadian
they're
Mexicos, come get by, eh?
What are
Looks on
those
the
ones
fruit on the
called?
outside? It's actually
Lychees. It
scallop.
looks like a lychee. Have you not had a fucking lychee?
Yeah, good point. But we'll call it scallop fruit.
Okay.
Sea scallop fruit. There we go.
Too many. How do I smuggle? I would smuggle them by. I was gonna just mail it to him with some I don't know, some Christmas shit. I was gonna put some chocolates or something in there and try and smuggle it down.
She was gonna wrap it in a
Mars,
Old Navy
eh?
package.
No, what they wanted you to say is
Is
you're gonna come across in a bus and hide it in your bush.
I mean,
Look at that in my bush.
impressive
Okay.
bush to get.
I need to tell people because people have been PMing me concerned that they're like, okay, so I didn't finish this story before. Snake. I've been managing his lovely 2.6 million GP account. He said, I'm taking my account back. However, I was just going to buy you a present, but you've fallen below 50 in arena, so I'm not going to do that. I was like, oh, well, what present are you going to buy me? He's like, well, I was looking for a Star Wars themed hair trimmer. Burgers. Do you think I at least trim myself? No. No. I'm just.
I'll take the foreguard, please.
No.
Oh my!
I can't believe I just said that. Son of a bitch.
Well, hey, that's your life, not mine.
That's true. Rambutan. What's a rambutan?
Rambutan.
Rambutan. Oh yeah.
Doers.
Rambutan's the it's like the spiky. It's kind of like spiky fruit on the outside, or almost like a sea anemone, something like that.
Have you guys had the sea
Nope.
anemone gonads? Oh, no, not sea anemone. Sea urchin gonads.
No.
They got balls. My
No,
local
gonads.
my local sushi restaurant does not carry those.
I don't even know where I would get such a thing. I have no idea.
Expensive. California, they sure do. Oh, maybe not. No, they do because the sea urchin.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm
You
gonna
don't
go
have
to.
enough sea otters.
Here in the southeast, we have fried Oreos. We don't have seahorse gonads.
You know what? I'm gonna go to the 99 Ranch Market, the Asian market, supermarket, and if they don't have it, I don't know. I will.
I'm not
You
sure
really
that's
need
a
to
thing.
have a
I
I can actually I could buy live octopus from them. I mean, it's legit.
Message retracted from Visteric Eye. Those are the funniest ones. to me
Best
because
fresh
my-
You can get a live octopus?
Hell yeah! You can buy
That
your
shit
own
would be
live
big.
octopus.
If you just walked into a party with a live octopus on your shoulder like a parrot. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What's up?
That's not how it works.
But yeah,
You
best
don't have
feature
bones.
ever
Steve
right
needs to stick
there.
his hand up its butt and be like, "Hey, look, it's ventriloquism time.
Who wants to play? Which one? Who wants to play?
It's
Which
Canadian
one is
chick,
his
eh? Look at
penis?
this, Canadian octopus."
He's got eight tentacles. Which one's his penis? Let's guess.
That would be...
That's
Which one
fine, that's my
attaches,
hand.
y'all?
Try again.
Oh, Wagyu beef. Oh. Now he's talking dirty to me. I'm hungry again.
So
Damn it,
good.
Loki.
What, Wagyu beef?
Yeah.
Ugh.
What? Don't say ugh. You just don't know what that is, so you're saying ugh.
No, I have no idea what that is.
That's some good. That's some good.
Really
It's like
good
next
steak.
level. It's next level
So
ish
good.
right there.
Good call.
Next
there,
level
Sir
ish.
Locomotive.
It's like beef that's cared for. Well, really,
Like they're sang to, they're massaged, they're
Especially
given.
marbled.
Oh my
but
god.
like if you live on the west coast of Canada, I'm imagining California has a lot of these too. Like there's a lot of farms that do that. That just like they love their cows and then they
You think Kobe's
shoot them in the
Love
head.
Kobe's the way to
cows.
go? Wagyu's
And
even
they're
better.
good
Cows
meat.
taste better when you love them, say. Canadian, eh?
So you guys pay like a premium price for like cows that have gotten like a hand job every day? And
Yeah.
then they're like slaughtered?
Their meat is way more marbled and tastes even better.
Happy cows taste better.
Happy cows are better
Yeah,
cows.
like who the
More
fuck is
protein,
that?
eh?
What's up, Medetec? Welcome to
Happy
our
cows
world.
make happy cheese, happy beef, happy milk.
Medetec,
whatever.
you've dropped a lot of knowledge tonight, and before I forget, like, thank you. You've created this has been a really great stream, and we're gonna go through, right, guys? We're gonna go through and pull a bunch of little jewels from here and make a little Phoenix video because
And by that, she means she's just going to cut the first 40 minutes of the stream.
that too, man.
Yep.
And yeah, thank you for being on, and thank you for taking the hit and taking the risk with Phoenix.
Yikes.
Because, you never know if it's going to work out for you, and it has. So I'm glad.
Someone had to do it.
Yep.
That someone was me.
Paul Bracamonte. I don't
Dick balls.
less name, but I lucky.
As she types.
That's me.
As he types.
Hashtag come biscuit. Fuck Heather. Heather, you're not allowed in our chat again until you come on. Because I'm like, so if you're a man, Heather, I'm super okay with that.
She's a man. Hell no, Heather's no man.
Well, maybe she is, and maybe she's just like, I don't know,
not.
I just want to be a man.
She's always working. I mean, she's a hardworking girl.
You know, Heather,
Crazy.
we will schedule a stream for when you are not working.
I tried. She's always working. But now that I think about it, I just think it's because I'm a turd. So that's a lot.
Kennedy. Jordan Kennedy. You're here, biscuit. I'm actually not at all.
I like how people are typing and reading as what they're typing out loud so we can all hear it. Dear diary.
30 seconds after it's typed.
Dear diary. Today we had a good stream.
Okay, I want to ask you guys some more game questions.
Oh, game questions? Oh my
We're going to
God.
go around the circle and we're going to say
Around the circle.
if you had. Okay, so let me tell you this. I have 3 full zetas right now.
Keep them.
I'm holding on to. Well, keep them, yeah, but I've been keeping them for a while.
Mhm.
Ray, I'm gonna see how she does. I'm also thinking about Kylo. I have Phasma and regular old Kylo to Gear 11. They're only regular old Kylo is I think 1 piece away from Gear 12. Phasma probably 4 or 5. The Night Sisters I've been working on. I really like them. I like how they play. I really like attacking teams, like teams that do a lot of like damage on offense. I like the Barris teams. I hate to play the wet noodle teams. So I got 3 zetas. If I put them on tomorrow, who do you guys think I should put them on?
If you want to punch something really hard, Asajj gets huge numbers after you let something
really,
die.
Really, yeah. Dark side territory battles with.
On her unique or her leader?
Her unique is what pumps up the damage
Yep.
over time. It stacks up to infinity. But the leader's a nice one if you're going to run in PvE. I think Asajj is better than Talzin as the
Are you talking
So
about
PvE.
you're
the
saying
PvP, sorry.
they should
Stacking
double Zeta?
Oh yeah, if you want to throw Zetas at Nightsisters, Asajj and Talzin are your friends. But yeah, Asajj with that unique stacking offense up. There's some videos where people get into like 200,000 on basic on her attacks in the AAC.
Really?
So something Ranger couldn't ever experience because it's a basic?
It's basic. Use a basic.
Just do enough basics. It's common knowledge.
Well, only when I let Grande tell me what to do, I was like, okay, I'm going to get some extraordinary game knowledge here. And the Grande's like, okay, use a basic. Use a basic. Use another basic. Use a basic. Like, dude, I could have just put it on auto, man. What the hell? Use another basic.
David Lee says, I haven't seen such an underwhelming legendary character since Yoda. It didn't scare me, but it does.
Time out. The Yoda wasn't underwhelming because he was the first legendary character. Like, there was nothing to compare him to. Like, he was awesome when he came out.
I'm amazing as a
I think people are underestimating Rey.
I don't know. I disagree.
No, I don't. I'm not underestimating. I think Rey's gonna be a very, very good character.
I think she's solid. She's not a CLS.
No, she's not.
Yeah, my problem with her is that she's bored.
Dynamic like that. She
wants to sponsor me.
They're saying that she can fit into any team, but I don't think she can.
On stream.
What's that?
I said, don't challenge me. I'll take donations and I'll just triple Zeta her on stream.
You taking donations to Zetas? How's that working?
How you gonna buy them Zetas? How you gonna do that? You gotta fill me in. I'm all ears.
No, I just want to get paid to do it. Otherwise,
Where's
it just
Bob?
doesn't sound good.
Grim, Bob is gone. So if you have alcohol left in your glass, you need to drink that.
There's no more.
You've seen a hat team video with Akbar, CLS, BB-8, Thrawn, and Ventress. Yes, that's Sir Gorgeous, which I'm just saying it's kind of hot handle from a lady's perspective. And Sir Gorgeous regularly goes into the Merc server, and he solos the tank raid.
Boston Celtics.
What's that?
Nothing.
Boston Celtics.
Boston.
I've seen Asajj get up to like 60, 70k in PvP battles on an arena.
She's just not.
What's that? Ventress?
Asajj? Yeah, Ventress. Asajj Ventress? I've seen her hit 60, 70k
without
on
a
the
league
basic.
and without the raids, though, is she viable? Like I threw her in today with
in the nightsister team.
Yeah, in the nightsister team.
but not on a nightsister team. She's not a viable.
You can run her. I've run her before on non-nightsister teams. She's playable. She's got a dispel. She's got good damage. If you Zeta her, she's got like stacking damage, but she won't ramp nearly as fast without that nightsister synergy. And you're missing the lead ability, and she's super goddamn slow without the extra boosts from Nightsisters, like either her lead or Talzin's. So
I was playing her like, bitch, go. What's the fucking problem? Like,
if you deck her out with speed, she goes first.
More dots.
She goes first. I mean, there's nobody uses the precon anymore.
There's a difference between going first and going fast. She can get that first hit out, but then once people start getting buffs going, she loses a chunk of speed, and then you get slow, and then you'll get to dispel again. And she's better on Nightsisters than she's on Nightsisters. She's playable,
yeah, for sure, but she is playable.
If you're gonna really invest in Asajj, you're just going Nightsisters.
Yeah. I guess because Chopper's better than Asajj, just in terms of getting out first and dispelling that precon. I guess Chopper is the better, almost better play. Unless you really need, I mean, it depends what you need on a team. But if you badly need damage, Asajj will give you some. If you need another survivability tank, Chopper's your go-to. And he's got actual in-game sound effects, which almost no other character has that use their voice clips from their appearances. Everybody else is just bleh, I'm dead. Chopper's actually got his clips.
What the fuck was that?
I want to kill it. Ripstream.
Shooter!
Are we able to play the video that I spent like 2 hours fucking making last night?
Whoa.
Oh, a video from Team
I'm not gonna do that again. Like, I stayed up until like, I don't know, 3 a.m. making videos, and they like stalled out, and we haven't played them. I need to learn how to make videos for the stream.
You got a Chopper versus P1.
Oh yeah!
Unroll that for a few minutes. Just put that in the background. See
I'm super stoked. So we heard from, who did we hear that from? Medetec? Who said that?
I don't remember who wanted to see that, but I did it.
Yeah, who was that? Shit.
Welcome back.
Somebody said like Chopper can solo the. I mean, it doesn't sound so fucking.
Team
brilliant.
No. You gotta say it like you
Chopper
guys
can
told me.
solo the P1 special mission for Phoenix. And
Time the fuck out. That's not how you told me. It was Chopper can solo P1 is what you told me. So I'm getting all fucking excited. Like I've got a massive chubby. I'm like, yes, I can do this. And then it's just like, oh. Okay, we got a request for a T-Money homemade video from the tour.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Heather Douglas has a question for T-Money. Is it true EA
upload the wrong video? Like
what's that? Is it true EA exchanged her name in the game?
Yes, it's true.
Don't understand what that means.
She's no longer Tits McVenom in the game. She is now Nerf McVenom in the game. Everywhere
She
else
better
is
not.
tits.
That's lame. Like if
She
you
didn't have a
did
choice.
that,
Not like she decided to do it. She
So
was made to do it.
We're Nerf McVenom. No, she's Tits. Like Tits.
She will always be Tits McVenom. I'm just
Like,
saying in the game, T-Money.
Tits are great.
I mean, I don't understand what their deal is. Like, there's a guild called Huge PB Penis, so come on.
Is there really?
Yeah, they're actually a pretty high-ranked guild.
Can we bring up?
Here's old Choppy. Yay, throw them rocks.
Chopper.
Legit question.
I'm gonna do this for the video that we'll post, and I'll count them. Like 1,
Oh, God.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's got a lot of rocks.
It's a lot of rocks.
All right, Medetec. David Lee asks, who do you kill first on Phoenix, Chopper or Kanan?
I'd
Sure,
say
why
Zeb
would
if you can.
First, I don't
but
understand.
Otherwise, Kanan will get rid of the counter if that's a problem for you.
Wouldn't you say Kanan? Because that counter ability and stuff is a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
as I said, Kanan, if you can cleanly kill Zeb, he's going to prevent them basically from actually killing one of your team. You're going to take your time. But if you can't, just get rid of Kanan first.
They're all just attacking him, and there's nothing happening.
That's his special there. Every time they hit him, he gets 9,000 protection back. So
Straight pimp.
He is
just
straight
kind of chills there.
legit.
And it's not-
I just chill here, smoking a blunt, and all of a sudden these whiteys start hitting me, and I'm going to start throwing rocks at that ass.
Rocks. Stun.
Yeah, he gets stunned a lot.
He's using a basic a lot. This would make Grande very happy.
It's his only attack. He's got a basic attack,
the basic.
and then he gets to
Like I cannot express the disappointment that when I saw this video, it's like Chopper solo P1, and I open it up, it's a bunch of fucking stormtroopers. I was
Stormtroopers.
pissed.
They're upgraded stormtroopers.
Good old Maurice. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure I took a glass and just spiked it against the wall. I was like, fuck. I've been looking for it. I was excited. I was like, hell yeah, I can still run this bullshit Akbar lead BB-8 nonsense and then run Chopper and P1. Oh. I'm still going to... Well, I guess I really don't have time. How long does it take to solo?
In territory or...
Yeah.
In
No, I
this
just
thing?
totally switched it on you there.
The raid?
No, how long does it take to do this? About 5 minutes?
It's 3-4 minutes. I could have done it a little faster if I put it on auto. I just played it through to make sure I couldn't do it. If you brought it on, it's probably like 2-3 minutes.
We have a question in chat. How much does Medetec dropped? I missed a lot of the stream from CT32MEE, who I've nicknamed in the Nerfherder chat CNT32MEE, and I said he drops to 20 or so. He's lazy ass.
Oh yeah, in Arena, if I play for the day, I'll generally head. I actually started today at like 18, I think, when I came back for my Arena hour. It wasn't bad, but sometimes I'll not play for a couple days and I'll float back more into the 40s.
So how is it being... So Ranger, are you a day one player?
Yeah.
So Maurice is... Medetec is... Teals, are you? Oh, Teals is gone. What the hell do we do now?
No, I'm
Stream's
muted
gonna go
myself.
forever.
I'm muted. I am not a day one player now.
You're not a day one player. So for day one players, I don't know, like what's up with you guys? I've had a bunch of people retire. Day one players retire. I've had
Every game runs its course.
How's it feeling for you guys right now as people who are sticking it in the game?
Feels
Lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some definite burnout.
So lonely and sad.
Part of the reason I switched to Phoenix was to do something new and different that wasn't just running my GK Virus team for eternity with no change.
I mean, really, the game is the game, but for me, it's just hanging out with all you guys and having fun. I mean, that's what kind of keeps me going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm on that same page.
You know,
without my guild, I'd be gone. But
yeah, you know, it's the community really that keeps the game going.
I'm not sure that CG appreciates the player attention they get out of guilds and the social aspects.
No, they do. That's
why they made it so competitive.
That's their key.
Yeah,
exactly. That is their key marketing tool to keep us here. It's
definitely the best way to keep us here.
And Star Wars in particular, if you're a Star Wars fan and you're part of this game, there's a significant loyalty that comes with being a Star Wars fan, right? And and that's a big part of the retention within this game.
I'm kind of getting at like on raids where they're pitting you against your guildmates instead of making them cooperative, and I think they've done a much better job on like territory wars and battles where your guild works together. When early on, especially when they were just kind of making you basically play against your guildmates instead of with them, I don't know that they were recognizing how much you get out of keeping players engaged with each other in a positive way to keep them from just quitting rather than trying to.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Scavenger Ray in death metal mode.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
So what is
This is actually a bug. This is a bug in Territory Wars where Ray in this one Territory War, she just went fucking nuts.
I want to know who her lead was to get that kind of go.
I'm not sure, Kinski, but so this is like kind of a low level team, but she was taking out like General Kenobi
Sweet
leads.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
we don't have the heavy metal version.
Looks like she picked a bad week to stop using amphetamines. I mean, good lord.
Yeah, boy.
I watched it at least 10 times. Like, what? I want to know what happened. I'm guessing it just bugged out, and she just had permanent 100% turn meter.
For anyone out there that's working on Ray for this new event, this is not what she does. This is not realistic. Please don't look at this and be like, "Fuck yeah, I got my Ray going now." Don't do it. That's just no. That's crazy.
She doesn't get 100% TM on every
But
attack.
this is true. This is like a thing that happened in one of the territory. And also, Medetec, one of the things that kind of, I don't know, like I'm assuming one of the things that kind of like triggered you guys into putting a bunch of fucking Ugnaughts and Chewies in for us was that you had one single battle left to do in Territory Wars in order to tie, but there's a bug that... Tell us about that bug.
That's fun. Fun's a strong
I'll
word.
be back. Hopefully you guys
Yeah.
don't agree me.
So there's a glitch in Territory Wars, which I'm not sure is fixed yet. I think it may not be, where if you finish a battle at 0 seconds left or the game crashes at 0 seconds left, if the enemies are defeated, you don't get the win, but they still count as gone, so you can't pick those banners back up. No one can come back in and win. So you lose those 10 banners permanently.
That's crap right there.
So yeah, it's kind of shit.
There's quite a few little bugs going on here and there.
Yeah, the QA testing going through the recent releases has been especially low, I would say. I'm not always thrilled with it. Sometimes they do better than others, but it feels like these have been pushed out a month, 2 months, 3 months before they're actually ready to deploy.
Yeah, especially Dark Side Territory battles.
Especially Dark Side Territory battle, I think should have been in like March, April, something like that was maybe more when they're ready to try and throw that at us. They weren't even done with Light Side Territory battles, I don't think. There's still glitches and issues, and they tried to roll into an entirely new one.
So were you guys able to fill out your entire P6 platoons in Dark Side Territory battles? Did you guys have like 7
I think we got
spirits readily available?
1 out of 12.
Jesus.
It was absurd.
That was rough.
We got 2 out of 6 on one territory. That's it.
I mean, I understand where they're coming from in that you need a visible progression path for players to know that they can do this better in the future, but I don't like how heavily incentivized that is on paying. I mean, I know it's the game. They're a company. They're here to make money, but I wish there was a more interesting way to illustrate progression in territory battles than just you need these specific characters and you have to buy them.
Well, I mean, that's kind of on the player, though, for falling for it. You know?
No, we just didn't. We're just like, screw it.
Like, there is no reason, like, there is no way that you guys should, you know, like, oh, shit, Kylo Ren's a platoons. I need to get him to get an extra 1 star to give me the exact same rewards as if I didn't.
You get an extra 1 piece of salvage. Come on.
No, I mean, come on. Yeah. So what? So it's going to cost me like $300 to get 3 extra pieces of salvage for the course of the
each month. There's 1 each month, so
that's right. That's
but
called
Kylo
winning.
Ren will be free to play.
It multiplies. The earlier you get it, the more you get.
Like, there is no, but I want Kylo Ren unmasked bad at 7-star, but not bad enough to.
I mean, fork over that kind of money.
Yeah. I mean, I did get Talzin, and I'm done for. I'll never. That was. I feel dirty. You know what I mean? Like, I feel fucking dirty for having.
You feel as dirty as you did Gear 12 in Talia?
No, Talia's legit, man. I'm glad I have her at Gear 12 now. She's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna use her next territory war.
I finally got my Talia 7-star. I should gear her out a little bit.
No, if you don't have Night Sisters, no, you should not.
I have Night Sisters to an extent, but Spirit and Zombie, I don't.
Well, I was working
have
on
all
the
Night
last
Sisters
one, which was
Spirit.
Initiate, but then I had to put everything on pause because, like, to keep throwing these new characters and things at you, and it's like, sweet Minerva, you know, can I stick to my plan? You know, the plan I had? God dang. You know,
Initiate's not bad, man, but she's not. I mean, she's the worst Night Sister, but she's still usable.
I know,
like,
but it's you
You're
know,
just saying that because you just brought her to Gear 11.
No, and I'm seeing her. No, I'm seeing her value now. Like, she does have value, like underneath like a Talzin lead. Like, it's the exact same thing as Acolyte does. It's just different. Acolyte goes stealth and avoids the hit, where Initiate can just eat the hits. You know what I'm saying? And then Zombie taunts. It's the same thing, just different package, I guess, if that makes any sense.
But Acolyte can actually pull out some pretty serious damage.
Yeah, well, so can Initiate's not bad either.
But not nearly that much. The double tap off Acolyte is respectable.
Oh, 100%, yeah. You really do have to. You have to Omega all 3 abilities on Acolyte, 100%. She turns into like a brand new character. She's just like, oh shit,
fully maxed minus the Gear 12 pieces.
Yeah, me too.
If I give her the med pack, I think she'll be even that much better against Han Shoot first, because that's the one thing that kind of screws me up with her right now.
I accidentally Zeta'd my Fulcrum and then geared her out to make that worthwhile, then accidentally gave her a med pack. So that was
it's not a terrible decision.
I mean, she's usable. She's not a bad character. I just would have preferred to have that Zeta and med pack for someone else. Cause
yeah.
I'm kind of curious what Acolyte hits for with the bayonet. I don't know if I can do it. I'd probably give it to First Order Tripod first.
I mean, we'll see what happens with Last Jedi, but First Order is a cool faction that just never really came together in Galaxy of Heroes.
I hate to interrupt. B. Mastu, you're watching the stream. I just want to let you know that B. Gray from our guild just changed his name to Moko Lovin', just so you're on the same page. He just decided to change it. So, but you know. That's all. Carry on. My bad. That was a terrible announcement.
Train of thought's gone. I'll let you take over.
Okay.
What was happening?
Apologies.
Were we drinking something?
No. I was just
B
Monster and I are officers in the same guild. I was letting him know.
Cheers.
So I think we've pretty much completed our list here.
Yeah. Did you run through all of your designated content blocks? You did it? Does Team Money have to say to Chewie now?
Yes. Next week, guys.
Should we?
I welch on bets all the time. You don't bet with me because I just am a dishonest motherfucker. I welch on them. I'm not gonna.
She doesn't drink beer when she said she.
Nobody bets you. You just came out. You just straight came out and told everybody you would do it. Like, nobody bets you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You totally
that's
volunteered.
me right there. That little Leia. That's me.
You totally volunteered. Like, there was no like double dog dare or anything initiated.
Yeah. I know.
You want to go over your free to play Friday gig since that is tomorrow?
Yeah, let's try that. Do you have that queued up? Because I
always got it on hand.
Okay. So, folks, for your lovers that you're going to take out on a date this weekend, fucking do that. Call them up. For those people that you want to be your lovers, but you can't
Screw
afford
double
them,
drops.
this is something that you can do as well. Oh, it's double drops. Okay, maybe not this free-to-play Friday, but we would. Can I say we would love to start a free-to-play Friday across the galaxy, where we just have one day. We don't put any money into the game, and I'm going to be completely honest. This will do two things. This will kind of help us, teach us a little bit about how to be free to play. And the second thing is it will show that if we can actually do it for a lot of guilds, like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 guilds, then it will show EA that we have a little bit of pocket power when it comes to the game. So when they're, doing things that we think are not appropriate, we can maybe make it a free-to-play Friday and a free-to-play Saturday, or a free-to-play Friday and a free-to-play Monday, or a free-to-play week.
February.
Free-to-play February, exactly. So I kind of played my whole hand there. But I have been doing this for a while, just like free-to-play Friday. I don't spend anything. I can't spend crystals. I don't spend a dime on the game on Fridays. That was a lie, but I will from now on, just because I've said it out loud. Why is there no super chat? Because we don't have 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, so okay, whoever asked that, what we need you to do is go ahead and create 890 YouTube accounts, and then you can just come in each single one and subscribe and like. That was sorry.
I tell you, these streams are my early nights, 10:55 p.m.
Super Chat's gonna start paying our liquor bill.
And Super Chat's gonna start paying your internet streaming bills. What it's gonna do?
Oh yeah, you can upgrade my PC internals or whatever else. Yeah,
I'm a little salty. Bob's just entering scotch. He's not even here for me to heckle.
Bob is no more. We've established this.
Like I haven't quite graduated to scotch. You know what I'm saying? I do enjoy bourbons and whiskeys. I haven't quite gotten to the point where I can just drink scotch. It's like a step.
You got to slow it down.
My problem is I love scotch, but only very, very expensive scotch.
That is a problem.
Well, we're drinking white label Dewar's or Dewar's, however you guys were pronouncing it earlier. Dewar's.
I'll take the
What's the one that you posted in chat? That's the one that I always drink. Teals.
You're hooked on
scotch.
Is it
bourbon?
Oh wait, what's the one you're hooked on for scotch?
No, scotch. What's the scotch that you said in chat? It's like that's the one I drink all the time, and I don't really drink. I like a really peaty, expensive scotch. Scotch is the only thing that I
like Glenlivet.
Glenlivet, yeah.
That's one I do have a taste for, but I don't really have much of a scotch taste yet. I need to really refine that.
Meh. What are you drinking it out of, good old Maurice?
Darth Bob, so he's still waiting for an invite.
What do you mean? What am I drinking it out of?
Do we really not?
Hey, there's Darth Bob. Still waiting for an invite.
God damn it, Bob! Why are you guys just hanging out in the cut for an hour? Like, hey, man.
Maybe tell us, Bob. I don't know. Have you been?
Them sons of bitches.
About fucking time, god damn.
Oh man, we're around. I drank a whole fucking glass.
Holy shit.
Fluid ounces of scotch to the face because your ass went to sleep.
You guys drink that whole fucking bottle.
Bob, tell us what you think about being locked.
Why didn't you blow me up on Discord or something? God.
I was just sitting back.
Single letter cuss outs. I don't care.
What did you say, Maurice?
You made us jug our booze.
I said, Bob, why don't you let us know what you think about territory battles being locked out after 3 stars?
It's fucking bullshit.
Oh, god damn it.
I was so pissed I couldn't do combat. I'm going to have such an OCD panic attack on phase 6.
Well, probably because you're late playing, but it's a fucked up reason. I mean, god damn it, why?
I'm going to have the biggest OCD attack on phase 6, or P6. Day 6, yeah.
There has to be a better way to set that up than just locking people into playing the game.
Well,
Yeah,
it's silly.
let the officers be able to lock people out. There you go. There's a fucking answer right there.
They gave us that option, and
Yeah,
then
we can say.
but like they were like, no, you guys don't.
Option on top of them fucking locking everybody else out.
That's dumb. Like it's really hard as an officer to like, okay, guys, like you can't ever say like, okay, guys, it's time to step it up. Everyone needs to do X amount of combat waves.
You could easily just do the officer lock automatically. Like when you get to 3 stars, it puts that lock on it where it says you can do this if you want to, but you're not supposed to, instead of just hard preventing you from it. So if you were thinking about doing it and accidentally wasting and you didn't want to waste it, gives you that warning. But if you wanted to play the combat and the thing was all 3 stars already, you can play the goddamn combat.
Well, it penalizes the members.
I had a guy in my guild tonight who was like, hey, this game's starting to turn into a fucking total sim and fucking auto game. I want to play a fucking combat mission, but I can't because I'm locked out. What the fuck is that?
Because the arrogant fucking is that I do perfect combat missions. TLZ, is that you?
That's me.
Well, it's kind of true. Like a lot of people,
like I said, day 6, I'm going to freak out when I don't see my max number. I'm going to freak the fuck out.
I'm sure some guilds getting that.
I guarantee there are 10 people in this chat that do the same thing. They're upset because they can't get 113, 114 now because they missed on P1.
It's annoying, and also you're removing one of the few playable parts of the game.
I don't know. As a guild leader, I've been looking for ways to manage the amount of time spent in the game. And it's very difficult. I was thinking, okay, so maybe we'll all just deploy in phase 1, or maybe we'll split the guild up for territory wars. So half will go on offense, half will go on defense, and just kind of trade that amount of work off.
More like on phase 1, everybody do combats, not deploy.
But the fact of the matter is that like it's super complicated to manage, and what's not super complicated is just to put a fucking cap on it. Like and I'm late. I'm always late. I'm always the last one doing my battles, so my score is going to be low. But that's my deal, right? If I don't want to get up early in the morning and do my battle, that's my fucking fault. So that's just the way it is, and I have to live with it.
What if you say you have an international guild where half your guild's not in your time zone?
Well, that's the type of guild.
And we have to decrease the importance on 114 out of 114, and just
there's actually really no importance on it. It's just
there is because
getting good participation. Shit, but it's just a way for us to track who's actually doing stuff, and it's hard to do when you block people from participating.
Yeah,
well, this game mode is going to get exceptionally boring as the months go on. Like, and people are going to trickle off in participation.
They really need to retool.
Are we sounding as shitty to me as we are to everyone else? Because both of you sound like you're fucking a million miles away.
I also moved away from my mic.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, my microphone is like directly in my socket.
Sound quality's good, guys. Trust me. We're running through my socket.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's your shitty. That's your shitty earbuds that came with your phone.
No, I have like.
The major issue.
$100 headphones on.
I have 100 Canadian Rupel headphones on.
Canadian Rupels. Oh, I love those.
With international, it's just the same. It's like the raids. When we first had the raids, it's like, oh my god, like we had mercs in. My goal was always to make it the least work possible for our guildies so they didn't burn out.
Oh yeah,
it's the same for territory battles, right?
We have a territory battle deployment bot in our Discord that just tells us where to go. So it's like, all right, fuck it. You guys go here, these guys go there, call it a day.
So do we, yeah.
It takes a lot of stress off the officers, which is something CG needs to work on. It's just making officers' lives less shit.
But Dark Side Territory Battles is a little bit of a different animal.
It is, just because we don't have enough data on it yet, and it's also broken, so woo!
Yeah, I didn't get to see because of the new combat missions. Are we still doing 6 waves?
Yes.
Okay.
Light side's still 6.
That's kind of weird. Don't you think it's weird?
It's
weird. They wouldn't just change it to 4?
I bet you what happened is they changed it to 4 for Dark Side, figured out they did it wrong and don't know what they did wrong yet, so they didn't switch it.
I'll tell you exactly what they fucking did wrong. They went, they scaled it for 6 and went, okay, we'll just give them 1, 2, 3, 6. There's no 4 or 5. They just like cut the 2 like.
It's even more than that though, because like wave 6 on part 1 of light side is not that hard. It goes like 1, 2, 3, 10 on dark side.
I agree.
Something's wrong with their
I think that's what they meant to do.
We have
1, 2, 3, 6.
We have no assistance. We have no ability shut down. It's just like, hey, now you hit like a wet noodle.
Well, it's because those fucking pilots,
the rewards
man.
are so random. Do we care? Like the stars to me have always been like some like little 5-year-old thing with like, oh, like pretty teachers putting a star on my paper. Like it's ego, right? Because the rewards are so non-directional.
Useless, but it's nice to have something to shoot for, like for your guild to go for to improve, even if the rewards aren't a huge difference. It's something.
Did we get 37? I don't even remember.
We got 37. Our goal was 37. Got 37.
Yeah, no, some of the ability sets on the rebels in the dark side of territory battle are unfun, I guess. Like just constant foresight when anybody makes a turn, and then the full 100% heal. It's like I know they're trying to block off just people running over teams, but it requires very specific characters to clear that, and you don't have that many of them.
Yeah.
Wonder if we're gonna get more.
I mean, I imagine Darkseid. I mean, Darkseid has less characters. We're gonna get more Darkseid characters at some point, I hope. But
we are. I mean,
we're getting first orders. We're getting.
Yeah. I don't know. Like folks that played Battlefront 2, it's like, yeah, I get to be Darkseid, and then all of a sudden you're not.
Like, well, I'm one of the guys
that have a serious love for the rebels, and
that was.
It's Disney. I don't know. For me, it's like it's Disney. They're not gonna go to the dark side.
Like, I totally thought they were going to cross-platform that Inferno squad. I 100% thought we were going to have that in the game. It
would have been a good marketing move, but I don't know what.
No, it doesn't appear that's going to happen.
Oh, like, I think
if it would have been to promote the new game that EA also makes.
Right, but like I can't understand why they didn't do it to promote Battlefield 2, which is having issues.
Because they're the veil has been revealed. On Battlefront 2.
Oh God, that's gonna have some longer term repercussions than they wanted out of their money grab move on trying to move mobile crap into a real game. But I'll cut. No,
I mean they did that because hey, it worked so well on FIFA. Let's try it in the Star Wars game. Yeah. Like the FIFA and Madden games, like those are heavily favored towards like the build your own team type mode.
They're so bad.
Yeah, like that. And that's what a lot of people play them for, because that is the measure of how good you are at the actual game. Is how you do on these like makeshift build your own team type.
Yeah. No, I think they jumped the gun on PC and consoles and trying to really introduce pay to win into a competitive multiplayer game, which is traditionally cosmetics only. If you're gonna bother with loot boxes, not to completely tangent us here, but it may really backfire on them more than even just on Battlefront. They're going to have to deal with that for a long time.
Medetec, how much are you drinking right now?
Not enough.
Yeah, no fucking shit, man.
You're still like all smart and scholarly.
Coherent.
And, and we're like,
I didn't have as many scotches as you did.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared.
I tend not to drink what the boys are drinking.
Yeah, just a poser. Tonight we're drinking Duez Scotch, but not Tea Money. She's drinking whatever's left over the liquor bin.
I don't know. Just like I'm a little bit broke ass this week. I don't want to play. I don't want to fucking. I'm drinking the rest of my tequila. Plus, I really like bourbon now. So, Southern men did to me. You should be proud.
Yes.
That should be in your obituaries.
Not that she hadn't been drinking Canadian whiskey for years, and it's kind of a close relative. I mean, whiskey kind of blends together in the end.
Like food.
Yeah.
And by food, we mean Canadian fruit.
Yes, that's illegally smuggled. I heard something about stems earlier.
Stems having scorpions, yeah. You guys know what a toque is?
Say what?
Okay.
Do I want to do?
You put it over your foreskin.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yeah.
What was I gonna get?
My.
Can you just before we go? I just want to, for the people who are still listening, you're fucking angels for one. For two, if you're not subscribed to our Discord server, it's kind of where all the love happens, and you really should be there because it's pretty rad. Hey guys, like, don't you think?
Hey?
Yeah.
We should probably throw a link to Discord if you want to.
Go past. Yeah, we'll throw a link to Discord in there. I wanted to throw some of our memes in. Can we do that?
Our link to Discord's on the bottom.
If anybody wants to play Evil Apples, I'll put the link into the chat.
You son of a bitch, that was your only fucking responsibility tonight.
I put it in Discord, and then we just got sidetracked and started talking about Phoenix and forgot all about it.
All those real gameplay things.
Yeah.
Not even Bob brought it up. Bob, man.
Yeah, I didn't.
Bob.
Oh, I got a little fucking cheek from one of your players. I think they're Medetec. Let's see here.
Oh,
I have
mine? What do I got?
Yeah, so we have JCW895 has joined. You activated my trap card.
Oh, that's one of Mala Lisa's. He's not one of mine.
Is that, well, he says, I said, at JCW895, take your pants off. he said, and then CNT032 says, I would do that if Super Normal asked me. And JCW says, I'm here for Med, not you. When is he coming on to the podcast? It's fucking cheeky bastard.
That was the least interesting story I've had all night.
I'm sorry.
Sad day.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hashtag sad day.
But you guys should join the Discorders. The Discorders. the Nerfherders Discord. I'm talking all that shit, and I just made a fucking major boo-boo.
Okay, we're going. Teals, take it away. You know when to end it.
Yep. We kind of hit that point where it's all about bombshells now. But those that have hung in here, thank you so much for staying. Trying to see who all is left in here. Vimasu, Chrome Cobra, CT32, Sithord, Grim, Vistara, whoever else I'm missing. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Ranger.
Yeah.
The Reality
so much,
crew for coming in and saving the day and letting me share my screen through your computer. We'll be
Thanks a lot, man.
Hopefully fixing that. If not, you're a lifesaver.
I'm always here. If you guys can get your stuff going, we got you covered, man.
I'll always have the slides running. If worst case, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
What's that, T-Money?
That we're a wholly owned subsidiary of RSG.
Yeah, we are just the dirty love child that's not the Saturday stream for RSG.
Well, that's what happens when me and T-Money drink. Things happen.
But
sister, like, I'm sorry, but how many people in the world would pee their pants just because?
Yeah, and you can catch us normally every Thursday, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 East. Next week we will not be on Thursday. It is the premiere of Star Wars. I'm sorry.
Are we doing Tuesday this bitch?
We are gonna try and run it on Tuesday.
Or Friday this bitch?
Nah, no Friday.
No Fridays. Friday. We're shooting for Tuesday. If it happens, awesome. If not, we might just be taking a Star Wars premiere week vacation off. I will be trying to run my Ray Unlock event, Ray's Journey live stream.
When's that launch?
That
next Friday, right?
Next Friday. So I'm gonna try and, when I get a chance, either Friday afternoon, evening, or Saturday.
Depending on how these go, I might to get me and Loki. We could all do one like big live.
Yeah, let's all get together and just do our unlocks and have some fun.
Depends on how the farming goes. The first round of double drops, I got 60 shards total, so we'll see how it goes.
Is there double drops right now?
Yeah,
I'm done.
We'll all wear sweaters.
Yes, Bob.
Party.
Yeah. Hey, Medetec, man, thanks for coming on and dropping all the Phoenix knowledge. I learned a lot from that.
Yes. Thank you for joining.
I'm definitely my favorite stream because of that.
I'm definitely more tempted to play around with Phoenix beyond what I already have. And I thought mine was pretty awesome. I like mine. They're pretty much all 11 minus like a gear 10. They're tough. They're a tough farm, but they're already dependable. Because I'll run them the first 5 waves just because it's easy to do.
And
we'll be in Discord talking shit for a little bit if you guys are interested.
So, catch us on Discord. We got voice chat. Fun times. If you want to click
Atomic
that
Robot,
button,
thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks to everyone for coming back to us after we lost the stream for a good half an hour or so.
Technical
Went down to 3 and back to 28. So mucho appreciado. Was that horrible for me to say?
That was pretty lame, but
yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna go. I really have to.
Deals,
I really gotta take a piss. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out, guys. Thank you very much for watching.
Ciao. What?
The fuck was that?
Bobsy. I can't believe you were like.
We stopping the stream?